Hey up and welcome to TikToks. Today we are going to talk about Lionmaker Studios. Do you remember Lionmaker Studios, that massive Minecraft YouTuber who disappeared off the platform about 10 months ago? You know the one, the guy who apparently was noncing up loads of children. The guy that came exposed many times and actually had his former friends and victims, I guess you'd call them, on his show, you know, stating exactly what he'd done to them.
Today on Drama Alert, we have ex-friends of Lionmaker being brave enough to tell their stories and experiences.
The guy who then tried to refute Keem, who made a whole video trying to deny the allegations, in which he didn't actually deny the allegations. He just played a massive victim card there, really attacking people for the way they were accusing him. That was his main issue in the video, that people were being nasty to him.
The reason why I haven't spoken out any sooner, or why it's taken me so long to speak out, is simply because my audience is extremely young, and some of them aging 6 years old. Like, I don't want to be the one to expose a 6-year-old to all of the things that are being said here. This is not the way. This is not the way. There are ways of warning people. There are ways of educating people when it comes to online dangers. If you are convinced that I am a danger, there are other ways. Exposing them to your rudeness, exposing them to your emptiness and to your shallowness when it comes to the comments that some of you have left on my channel is absolutely ridiculous, and I will not stand by that. Never will I stand by that.
Of course they're being nasty to you. They thought you were a massive nonce. So the allegations wouldn't go away, because they were true. Carried on for a number of months with him denying it, and eventually he actually did an interview with Colossal is Crazy. One of the strangest interviews that I've ever watched. Anyone who watched it came away with the feeling that this guy just could not answer a question directly. He was massively trying to manipulate the situation, trying to confuse it.
You can say the same for me. If I'm in a relationship with a 16-year-old, I'm 28, same age as you. Is that fucked up? It's a very simple question. You only have to answer yes or no.
I don't, Colossal, because
I find it interesting that you're dodging that question when it's a very simple question.
I'm not dodging the question.
I don't think you can answer it. I think your moral compass is completely fucked and you can't answer it. That's what I think. You physically cannot answer that question.
That was indicative of the whole interview. It was like Frost Nixon or something. I do not know how Colossal is Crazy didn't just lose his crap. Anyway, following the interview, they went quiet for a couple of weeks, and then there was a massive Twitter meltdown video from Lionmaker in which he had a big old cry and got really snotty.
You're right. You're right. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I just don't. For the past year, I've been made fun of in so many different ways. I've seen my picture, my face on so many different things that, yeah, you're right. I don't know what it's like anymore to know the boundaries of what to post or what not to post. And although I know this is not going to help my case whatsoever, at the end of the day, this is real.
This is real. This is real, apparently, he's saying there. I don't think that guy even knows what's real anymore. Yeah, he might have been upset, but I think he was upset because he'd been caught out, because it was all come crashing down around him. Anyway, after that, there was nothing more from him for about 10 months, until Colossal is Crazy tweeted this out about a week or so ago. Dear Colossal, hey man, I've spent the last 10 months in jail, not prison. Please note the difference. I was accused of having statutory raped, withdrawn, distributed child pornography and being in possession of child pornography. I was released 3 months ago in October. The investigation is still ongoing. I have indeed had a sexual relationship with withdrawn, and I did in fact post her nudes online from my Twitter. I was the most abusive person you could imagine, and I have taken a lot away from withdrawn. She always knew about everything. What I'm telling you now is that is. She even wrote to me daily for about 6 months while I was in jail. In June, she broke up our relationship as she realised she deserved better. But I have done my time, and I am now on my healing path. I know some will not want me to heal, but we always said we would do a follow-up interview, and I'm more than happy to do that with you. feel free to tweet this email or already make a video on it. I'm okay with it. So this email is interesting for so many reasons. It proves that everything he's previously said was nonsense. Nonsense from a nonce. And we can call him a nonce now because he's just admitted it. We don't have to give it all this allegedly anymore. We can just call him a nonce and be done with it. So all of his previous nonsense. He's admitted that he was with this girl, that he did publish her nudes. He's also admitted that he had to, well, she had to dump him. He didn't dump her, so it doesn't speak that highly of someone who's changed, does it? The fact that this young girl was forced to dump him, who was in prison, well, jail, for the crimes that he'd done. And most importantly of all, for me, it also confirms that he's still under investigation. So as much as he may be trying to manipulate everyone again and say, oh, it's all done with now, I've done my time, you know, I'm a repentant sinner. If he's still under investigation, it's still ongoing. It's not done. He hasn't done his proper time. And I, for one, have got my fingers crossed that they will investigate him and find proper evidence and this guy will go to proper prison. And I hope that he drops to soap repeatedly in there. I also hope that Colossus Crazy doesn't interview him. I don't think he deserves a platform anymore, a voice. I don't think this guy should ever be allowed on YouTube again. You know, I know it's a meme to say that I look like a nonce because I'm ugly and stuff, and it's a great joke. It's not. However, this guy is a proven nonce. There's no way he should be allowed on a platform that entertains children. You know, his audience was primarily children before, so I do hope Colossus Crazy doesn't interview him because he's one of the best creators on the site. And although he do the interview well, there's still the kind of cool by association, you know, if he shows that he's willing to talk to him, other people might do the same. I don't think anyone should talk to him again. I don't think he should ever be allowed on YouTube again. I think the guy should be chemically castrated, if I'm perfectly honest with you. He's scum of the earth. And given that I feel like he's scum of the earth, I feel like it's now time to take the mickey out of him. I have found his Instagram account. Since he came out of prison, he's been posting a load of absolute rubbish on Instagram, and I'm going to show you some of it, and we're going to laugh at him. Christ, why does his face look so greasy in this? Right, okay. He says, I still have much to learn. Yeah, of course you do. You're a nonce. You've got to learn how to be a normal person, you dirty little nonce. I still have a long journey to walk, and finding peace within is really making me feel like I'm glowing. Who cares whether you found peace within? I'm more worried about your victims, if I'm honest with you, you dirty bastard. Now, look at these tags. No filter needed. Well, you should have filtered out that revolting mole for a start, moly bloody moly. Selfie. Selfie nation. Selfies. Social envy. Oh, there we go. Please forgive me stuck in there. You know, it's like the fifth thing down. That's really at the forefront of your mind. Please forgive me for noncing a young girl up, you disgrace. Me, love, pretty, handsome, Instagram. Oh, dude, this just makes me sick. Bill Wilton, what can I say? Work out, people. MCM, WCW, Fit Fan, Fitspo, Fitness, Transformation Tuesday. Basically, he's gone to prison and he had nothing else to do but work out in there, and he's looking a little bit buffer and he's really proud of it. Should probably be more repentant for the reasons you were in prison, you dirty, dirty bastard. This next one is another photo and it's entitled Bay, which is a cretinous word at the best of times, let alone when it's used by a confirmed nonce. Chosen by Bay, thinking of Bay, talking to Bay, wanting Bay. I am worried about who the hell Bay is. I'm just hoping she's over 16 this time. And we've got some lovely little hashtags again. Love, couple, cute, adorable, social envy. Please forgive me. Please forgive me again about the fifth one down. Kiss, kisses, hugs, romance, forever. Right, not only is he a bloody nonce, a confirmed nonce, his hashtags make me want to be sick. The blog is a joke, a dirty, noncey joke. That made me sick, his revolting little smile. Right, what worries me is that dog using that squeezy toy. Is he trying to warn us? Is he using that as a rape alarm? Help me, that could be. He's got no other way to warn us. And I'm not saying just because he's a nonce, he's noncing his dog, but it's a valid question. He's a proven sexual deviant. Okay, that one makes me absolutely sick. This absolute joke of a person, this dirty little scumbag, dancing around in his designer clothes in his nice house. It should all be taken away from him and given to his victims for a start. And again, I've got no evidence for this, but I do think I see fear in that dog's eyes.
Are we good? Did you guys see that little twitch? That as soon as she heard my voice, she twitched it.
God, did you see that? The dog twitched in fear at his very voice. Is that not incredibly worrying? I mean, the dog wants to run away, but doesn't want to get up and expose her bottom to him and give him any kind of access. I mean, I'm kind of joking about this. He's probably not noncing up his dog. However, the guy's absolute pond scum, and I think every one of his actions should be questioned from now on, if I'm honest with you. Right, okay, that's going to do for this video. I don't want to talk about him or look at his face anymore. It's making me sick. It has been a bit more of a serious video. Not so much, you know... Well, there's been some shit talk in it. However, it's been slightly more serious. But I think it needs talking about because the guy should never, ever be allowed back on YouTube. And he should go to prison. In fact, we should all pray and hope that he goes to proper prison and that nasty, nasty things happen to him in there because that's what he deserves. Right, let's call that a day. If you enjoyed the video, you can leave me a like. If you didn't, you can leave me a dislike. It's totally up to you, but thank you for watching if you've made it this far.